Greetings, everybody. This is Artemis, and this is another review on Ozark Season 4. What to expect, predictions, whatever it is, might be and stuff. Um, so, this is Ozark TV show. Season 3 just ended on Netflix. Um, I suggest you try and go over there and watch it and stuff. It's 10 episodes and all that. It's very good. I think it's probably one of the gems TV shows on Netflix. It's just really really good. There's no filler crap, and all that on the in the show and stuff. It's got a lot of twists and turns and stuff, and it's all about if you're not aware of what it is and stuff like that. It's about a man who gets involved with a Mexican cartel who is money laundering. He's trying to find all these different schemes and businesses to launder all this money and stuff, and all that. And it's pretty good. The main star is Jason Bateman and stuff, and all that. So we're gonna go into it here. So if you are familiar with it, keep going with this. And all that. I try and put out a video, one or two every Thursday is my kind of target and all that. I am sorry if I'm not being consistent. I'm trying to be as much as possible and all that. If you would too, please, if you can, like, share, subscribe. Um, Let me know in the comment section your thoughts about the video, um, and all that. But during this time that the situation that we are all in and stuff, I think that a lot of us could do with some distraction with regards to some good shows and all that. And I think that Ozark is one of those really, really good episodes, or TV shows, I mean. And even though you can binge it and stuff like that, I watched it over probably the last 3 weeks and stuff. I watched maybe one or two episodes a night and stuff. So and all that. And so I'm trying to figure out a good format for binged shows and stuff like that, and all that. It's kind of hard to do and sit down and kind of do one episode and all that. But I'm gonna try and do that and stuff because like we got coming up soon. We have the Orville coming up on Hulu. So I'm gonna do a separate video about some of the anticipated TV shows that might be coming or might drop soon or might hear more about and so on and so forth. So and all that. So we're gonna begin. So just kind of recap here. In season 3, the Bird family seems to be finally being more in and out of life of the crime they created for themselves in a lot of ways. They've really uh, kind of normalized their life instead of kind of looking over their shoulders with legitimate businesses and stuff like that because they've gotten this okay from the Navarro cartel and stuff that he works for to try and create more legitimacy and stuff like that with regards to the money laundering and stuff, all that. But they're still really overcoming a lot of setbacks. Marty and Wendy have continued to grow. Um, they're really laundering a lot of money through the casino and so on and so forth, and being pretty successful, even with the FBI in there with them, and all that. Um, but they're really really growing, and his wife Wendy is Marty's wife Wendy is really trying to expand it, trying to show the importance of the Bird family and their laundering the money and legitimizing more and more businesses and stuff like that, like in season 3 too. They go and they purchase a basically a horse stud farm, I guess, or some sort, and all that. I guess they call them churros in Mexico, I guess, or something like that. So, but very beautiful set I must say though, and all that. But so to get to the end of season three, Marty and Wendy are basically flown to Navarro's home in Mexico, along with Helen, which is the attorney slash enforcer, I guess. And when they get out of the car and stuff like that, Helen, she gets shot in the head, and the blood and brain matter goes all over Marty and Wendy. And that's where we end the episode, basically, and all that. And you're kind of, going, oh, crap, and stuff. And he embraces them and stuff, both of them. And they just got shock and awe on their face. So, Um, also, too, I don't know if you guys remember, too, in my review, I talked about Wendy's brother, Ben, who Wendy sacrificed her mentally challenged brother, had him killed basically, and stuff to show her loyalty and all that. Um, but I will say, what remains to be seen, the promises and this dynamic and difficult relationship with this Navarro cartel gentleman. Um, but apparently Navarro trusts them more than they did Helen, because they just axed her out. It kind of sucks. It's kind of like, they did it to kind of prove their loyalty to the Navarro cartel. I mean, that's harsh, but it is what it is. But then, we get to, Ruth Langmore's begins a relationship and stuff like that in season three with Ben and all that. She kind of, she's had it, and she's just completely just done with it. But let's get on to some of the predictions of, what we could see in, season four. We don't know if it's been picked up yet and with the situation we're in and all that, but I've seen multiple reports in which Jason Bateman, who is the director and writer and creator of Ozark, has stated that it hasn't been picked up yet, but he's confident that it will be picked up. I can't see why it wouldn't and all that. Like I said, it's a really, really good show. Really good cast. The chemistry on set seems to be pretty solid and stuff. You can really see a lot of times when there's a lot of awkwardness between actors and actresses when it comes to different things, and all that. But like I said, season four hasn't been confirmed yet, but it seems like it will be. Renewed. It's just a matter of getting past everything that's going on, um, and all that. But um, it really left. I mean, you can't just leave season three off the way they did. I mean, there's no real closure there, really, per se. And because it was a great final. It certainly wasn't a series finale, how we all expect. And like I said, it left so many unanswered questions, and all that. But like I said, the situation with what's going on and stuff like that, it's gonna push everything off and all that. So of course, um, I think that we just got to kind of think about where that leaves Marty and Wendy and the Bird family. In regards to it, because they've really expanded Navarro's legitimacy in businesses and money laundering and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Something kind of like life after cartel life, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that's possible, but I think that's what they're trying to strive for, trying to, what I'm saying, and all that. But there's going to be a lot of conflict and turmoil between Marty and Wendy going forward and stuff, because in a lot of ways, Wendy is at fault for creating this far more dangerous situation because of her really wanting it more than this kind of backseat position in which her husband Marty has been doing, and all that, trying to keep the family safe and so on and so forth. Um, I think that season four could potentially make that bond stronger and stuff like that, but I also think that there'll be some rift between them and all that. It's a dangerous, calculated dynamic, and that's what I really like about this show. You even got the kids that know all about it, and yet they're also keeping the secret. They also seem to have a plan to get out of there if they need to on their own. But um, Getting back to Wendy and Marty and stuff, I think they both need to be on the same page more, because it's more vital now. And it just seems more logical to go in that direction. Um, Another primary character, Ruth, she's kind of had it with the birds and stuff, but she doesn't have any means of which she seems to want to burn down what the birds have created and stuff. But she's sided with Darlene and with her cousin. I can't remember his name, but she's into the drug trade as well too, but in a different manner and stuff, and growing and so on and so forth. And I think Darlene's looking for someone to pass this legacy and family farm or land on to somebody, because she doesn't have any natural offsprings, and all that. So and Ruth kind of sees, Marty as kind of like a surrogate father too, as well. So she kind of got kind of a due loyalty and stuff that we might see or even explore and stuff. But I mean, at the same time, the whole killing of Ben because she was in the relationship with Wendy's mentally ill brother and stuff. I think he's bipolar or something like that. And we discussed that in our review of season 3 of Ozark and all that. But she seems to be getting the shaft, Ruth does, and so that that relationship is pretty dynamic. I don't know what to think, in that regard, or where it's going to go. Um, Other than that, I think that the order yet of the cast, I think that the majority of people will all be back. There's no indication that they're going to change it in any way. Um, I just don't anticipate anything that might do anything to, you know, the regular cast and all that. Of course, the person that played Helen, she won't be back. The guy that got killed, Ben, and all that, from season 3. Um, I just, I don't know where it's gonna go, you know, but I can say that I think we can anticipate seeing a lot of really good writing, really good acting, some really good twists and turns and all that. And I really, really appreciate, really appreciate the way this show is. I mean, what drew me to this show was Jason Bateman. I love Jason Bateman. Anything he's ever been in, it's always been solid. He's been a child star since I think he was probably 10 or 12 years old and stuff. So, and like all child stars, they go through their bad motions, and I think it's just the nature of Hollywood, to be honest, and all that. So it's unfortunate, but I think he's one of the lucky ones that kind of came out of it all unscathed. Um, I just I can't say it enough how much I really, really enjoy the show. Um, but other than that, I think that another thing too that I think that needs to be kind of explored too is why Navarro killed Helen, at the end of season 3, um, instead of Marty and Wendy. because not only did they get their casino up and running, but in in the Navarro's mind, the Birds claim that they have the FBI on their side and can swing, you know, the power of the U.S. government and the intervention into this drug war and rivals situation. Um, that's I don't know that dynamic kind of because like in season three, I thought that Marty was really going to jump in bed with the FBI. You know what I'm saying? To get away from all this, but Wendy kept on making things kind of difficult, and that relationship dynamic, plus the fact that Marty has been in contact with like this agent Miller, and he's been trying to manipulate her and into her side and then kind of making her look bad with her superiors and so on and so forth, and so Helen knew all about that stuff, it's you know I don't know, it's just so it's I don't know, you know um I honestly thought that they were going to kill one of Marty or Wendy at the end of season three, and I know it ended up the way it did and stuff like that, but I was kind of like, oh my goodness gracious, what's going to happen? That's what I really liked about it, and during this certain time right now, man, dude, I need some escape. But right now we don't know anything about renewal. I anticipate it will be. Um, I think it's a really, really good show. I can't emphasize that enough. There's a lot of really good stuff on Netflix and stuff, and I mean some of it's hit and miss, but I really, really like a lot of stuff, because like I watched like what was it? Uh, um, The Umbrella Academy. I also watched what was it? Ultra Carbon, and all that. Um, Season two, Ultra Carbon was, it's all right. I might do a review of all that, but so I'm gonna end this out. I really appreciate you guys listening and stuff. I kind of short on my 20-minute. I'm trying to keep my episodes to 20 minutes and below. If you would please comment, subscribe, like, share, and stuff. I'm trying this out and stuff, seeing if I can get any traction with it and stuff, because I watch a lot of TV shows. I follow a lot of other people on YouTube and all that. I will say that I've been hearing a lot of things in regards to people being demonetized on YouTube. So I like to emphasize, if you can give to your favorite YouTubers and stuff, please do, because I know a lot of them rely on your patronage to give them money and stuff like that. And I don't understand what's going on with YouTube or whatever, but there's a lot of really, really good YouTubers out there, and so I like you to try and support them, um, because we are really in uncharted territories and waters right now. We don't know where things are going to be next month or the month after that. I also want to say too, I know it's a very difficult time right now for all of us, and know that anybody who wants to talk, please email me. You can find it through my YouTube page in my about section and stuff. I suffer from mental illness. I know it's very difficult for a lot of us and stuff. Our routines are whacked out because of the situation we're in and stuff. I would really encourage you to, if you need to, call 911, call 211, call 311, and stuff like that. They can find somebody to help you and to listen to you. and stuff. And I know it's not a lot, but I think that you know, like I said, it's very uncertain times right now, and we need to support each other, and we will get through this. We're Americans, and this is when we come together the most. No matter all the division and divide that we have seen in the past, we are Americans first and foremost. And I want to close out by saying, live long and prosper, my fellow Americans. You are not alone. Take care and goodbye.